You tap the huge cask of Amontillado. This is the strongest stuff you've ever tasted, assuming that you're not an aficionado of dragon's breath. Bottoms up. Man, have you got a headache? Fortunately, the Dark One rising seems to have been just a vision, not the reality. Yet. A scroll has formed from the cask's wine droplets. You pick up the rolled paper on the floor. It has the symbol of a drop of blood at the top and the inscription, Ritual of Blood. You can't read any of the other writing on it. The ritual isn't designed to be used that way. You need to read it in the appropriate place at the correct time. The only You retrieve the Dark One sign from the monastery door, then quickly step away before the hectopus can react. You feel the sensation of floating freely in a swirling cloud of magic. You are warm and safe, surrounded by the sound of peaceful beauty. You feel as if you are suddenly totally alive. You can remember every happy moment of your past, taste every favorite sensation, hear all the colors of the universe. This is the true joy of living. Suddenly, you find yourself trapped by darkness. You cannot breathe. The darkness is tearing the warmth, life, and magic from your body. Pain! The agony of lungs without air, the burning cold of a body trapped in ice, the terror of helplessness as death approaches. You float, cold and lifeless. You gradually wake, shaking off the shreds of dreams that cling to your memory. You start to tell the old man about the ghost you met in the forest.
Anna? You have seen Anna?
You explain that you saw her ghost in the forest.
Anna is in the forest? Where is she? I must go to her.
You tell Nikolai where you saw Anna, and try to explain that she is dead.
Thank you. I cannot thank you enough for finding my Anna. I will go to her now. I will help her find her way home. Thank you again.
I believe I am on the verge of a major discovery. It came to me last night. I believe that there is a formula which can be used to create a rehydration solution. Such a solution could be used to restore fluidity to any substance or object that has become prematurely dry. If we can but manufacture Dr. Cranium's rehydration solution in sufficient quantities, we could rehydrate the Great Shapirian Desert. Of course, there are a few small bugs to be worked out. It would take most of the water in the world's oceans to make that much solution. Then there's the tiny snag that I have not been able to remember the formula since awakening from the dream. Dr. Cranium's rehydration solution should be a shoo-in for the alchemical innovation of the animal ward. It contains the prime essence of the element of water in a perfectly condensed form. Oh, I do seem to be a little careless in keeping track of my scientific formulae. I have them all written down somewhere. I think it was in the margins of one of my books here. It is very Here you are. What? Here you are. What? Ah, you need my world-famous rehydration solution. Unfortunately, I have forgotten the elemental formula of its main ingredient. Perhaps you can help. Yes, that sounds just right. By the way, I could use some goo for one of my experiments. It would be most kind if you could bring me some when you return for the rehydration solution.
You slowly fill your flask with the greasy, grimy goo. You think about slicking down your hair with the goo, but you'd probably never be able to get it out again.
Most of the townspeople... That is terrific! This is just what I need for my experiments! As I promised, here is your rehydration solution.
You taste a small sip of the rehydration potion. Water seems to be the main and probably the only ingredient.
Good luck with your observations!
Bad place. Very bad place. Go away. You'll be very sorry.
You push the Dark One sign into the...
Very wet be I, very wet and very alive. Glad am I to be alive, happy thanks I give you. Careful you should be here, dangerous very it is. Feed the guard or destroy it to find the secret passage down.
Flame quickly catches in the desiccated rug and spreads to the curtains and the furniture. You'd better get out of here quickly. This is a dangerous place. The ancient book catches fire instantly and burns far brighter than you would have imagined. You hightail it out of the monastery basement. You retrieve the Dark One sign from the monastery door, then quickly step away before the hectopus can react.
If Igor get big hero job, can he be pyromaniac too?
The monastery is toast. The intense flames within the monastery have grown with an unnatural swiftness and turned into a raging inferno. There's no way you could go back in there and survive.